Hello viewers, welcome to my class. My today's class is on suffix and prefix, part 2 for class 8 to 10. But I think this class will be helpful for all the learners because it is based on vocabulary. So everyone can enjoy this class. Today I will discuss on some spelling rules of words added with suffixes and prefixes. It may seem hard to master suffix and prefix as there is a lot to remember, but they open up your vocabulary. These words can give words new meaning or create an entirely new word. If you understand the spelling rules for adding suffixes and prefixes, the language possibilities will be endless. Sometimes the spelling of a word will change to accommodate the prefix or suffix. Look at the words. There are some examples. Look at rule 1. With prefix, the start of the word will change. So, if the prefix ends in a vowel such as E, then a root word starting with C, a consonant, will use it as it is. For example, decentralize. Here D is prefix and in the first letter I see here you see that there is C. So these words are not changing here. In the second word B plus a word, B word. Look at the spelling, there is a change. If the root words start with vowel as well, then a consonant is added in it. There is E. In the prefix B there is E and at the first letter of a word is A. So the consonant W is used here after B. Now go to rule 2. The word is real. Uncle, disturb. As you see that there are re, an and dis at the beginning, in the beginning of this word, but these are not prefix. Remember that some words contain the same starting of letters as a prefix, but upon closer examination you will find that they are not prefixes. Here, re, an, pre, dis, they are not prefixes, because if we think them as prefix and exclude from the other parts of the word, they will not make any sense. So a word with suffix and prefix should have a base word which has a meaning. Here, if we exclude this from the word disturb, we get a word turb, but this word doesn't mean anything. So here this is not a prefix. There are some rules of using hyphen with prefix. A prefix is usually added directly to the base word. but there are several cases where a hyphen is needed. Look at Rule 1. Un-American, pre-1980. You should hyphenate the word when you add a prefix to a proper noun or a numeral. Here American is a proper noun and 1980 is a numeral. Rule 2. Look at Rule 2. Ex-president. You should hyphenate the word when you add the prefix ex, meaning former. Here ex-president means former president. Don't use hyphen if ex means out of or away from, as in expel. Now go to Rule 3. The example of Rule 3. Self-respect. Hyphenate after the prefix self. Rule 4. The words are ultra-ambitious, anti-intellectual. We should hyphenate to separate two A's, two I's, or other letter combinations that might cause misreading or mispronunciation. That is ultra-ambitious. You look at the word ultra. The last letter of ultra is A and the first letter of ambitious is also A. NT. The last letter of NT is I and the first letter of intellectual is also I. So it might cause misreading or mispronunciation if we don't use hyphen here. Look at Rule 5. Co-owner, coordinator, de-emphasize. A hyphen may be used to separate two ES or two OS to improve readability or prevent mispronunciation. Like Rule 4, you see that in ku, the last letter is ku and the first letter of owner is also ku. The last letter of D, DE, here E, and emphasize, here is also E. So, to prevent mispronunciation, here hyphen is used. Note that many words with double ES used to be hyphenated as a general rule, as in re-elect, re-establish, and pre-existing. However, the current style manuals and dictionaries now tend toward closing the word except in cases where readability is affected. Both versions are correct, accepted, and listed in most dictionaries. Now go to Rule 6. Recover versus recover. The example is he recover the boot when you recover from flu. Relay versus relay. Please relay the messages that they will relay. Spelling rules of suffix. Rule 1. Brave, braver. Drive, driver. With suffix, the end of the word may change. If the word ends in a E, then you don't use a double E. You only use one. For example, drive, driver, brave, braver. Drive becomes driver becomes the suffix with the suffix er. Braver with the suffix er. So here one E is used. Rule 2. Happy, happily. If the word ends in a Y, then you replace Y with an I. For example, happy, happily. Happy becomes happily with the suffix ILY. Rule 3. When a word ends in short vowel sound and a single consonant, you double the last letter. For example, fat plus er, fatter. Mud plus y, muddy. Swim plus ing, swim. We see that there in the first word, fatter, 2e, muddy, 2d, and swim, 2m is written here. Now go to rule 4. When a word has more than one syllable and ends with the letter L, you will double the L when adding suffix. Control plus ed, controlled. Cancel plus ed, cancelled. Fulfill plus meant, fulfillment. Keep in mind that the doubling rule does not accept if the word ends in W, X or Y. Now go to rule 5. Look at the example of rule 5. Drive plus ing, driving. Hope plus ing, hoping. Make plus er, maker. In these words, the last letter of drive, hope and make are excluded. So when a word ends with a silent letter E, drop that finally in the suffix you are using begins a vowel. Now go to rule 6. Here you have to keep the final E. When the word ends in the letter CE or GE, you will keep the final E if the suffix begins with the letter A or O. For example, advantage plus OUS, advantageous. Here the last E has taken in the word advantageous. Courage, courageous. Manage, manageable. Like plus able, likeable. Size plus able, sizeable. Care plus full, careful. Remember to keep the E if using the suffix ly. The examples are late plus ly, lately, rare plus ly, rarely. Lastly, you will also keep the E at the end of the word if it ends in double E or YE. Look at the words see plus ing, seeing, agree plus ing, agreeing, decree plus ing, decreeing. The two E's are kept here. Now go to rule 8. When the word ends with Y and has a vowel before it, you keep the Y. The examples are boy plus S, boys, play plus ing, playing, buy plus er, buyer. Now look at the words of rule 9. Another time to keep the Y is if the suffix start with the letter I. You cannot have two Is in a row. Look at the word ori plus ing. Here ing is the suffix and it starts with I. Now rule 10. Change the Y to an I. When the word has a consonant before the Y, you will change the Y to a letter. Then add the suffix, such as beauty plus full, beautiful, baby plus s, babies, duty plus full, dutiful. In the word beauty, we see that there is a Y, and after adding the suffix full, the word has turned into beautiful and it has excluded the Y and turned into I. There are some exceptions. Dry plus ir, dry plus ear, dryer, baby plus hood, babyhood, lady plus ship, ladyship. Here Y is also kept. So when the word has a consonant before Y, you will change the Y to a letter I. Then add the suffix. Now go to rule 11. Changing I to Y. When a word ends in IE, change the ending to a Y when you add the suffix ing. Look at the words lie plus ing, lying, bhai plus ing, buying. Here there is a new letter I. Lying. We see that the spelling will be lying, lying. There are a lot of information. I don't want to overload you with all this material at once. So I teach just one small concept at a time. You will come across many different suffixes and prefixes used in English the more you use it. So try to read and practice as widely as possible. Look out for them in your everyday activities and see if you can spot the root word in each example. Next time I will show you some techniques of using the words added with suffixes and prefixes in a sentence. So long, stay safe and keep sound health. Thank you for joining this class. Thanks everyone.